What's crack-a-lackin' everybody, and welcome back to what is my very first top 10 video. Oh my gosh, who is excited? I mentioned this like casually in a Mountman Monday one day, and then everybody in the comments is like, Ando, you have to try out top 10s. So here's my very first one. It took 2 days to prepare. You might notice I wasn't like posting for 2 days or so. That was because I was busy getting this one ready. It's actually a lot of effort doing these ones, but you know what? If you guys like it, I'll definitely do some more. So I'm not going to talk anymore, I'm just going to let it play out. This is my top 10 most favorite custom cards on the internet. Number 10. So the first cap off the ranks in this top 10 episode is this absolutely fabulous looking Castform EX full art. Now I'm like guessing a bunch of you are like, Ando, I completely forgot about Castform. I did as well. I mean, he's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, just because look at that white balaclava in his face. You cannot deny the cuteness of that one. He hasn't been in the TCG for ages. I think the last time he was in the TCG was when he was a regular rare or a regular common. He's never been like an actual big player, and I think the fact if he got an EX would be like just incredible. I can't ever seeing him get a full art version, but definitely EX coming up in the new Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire TCG. It is for sure a definite possibility. Number 9. So the next card here is Cypher EX. Now Cypher has such a heavy fan following, and look how real it looks. It looks insane. I cannot get it. When I found this one, like, this is actually a card. It has to be. But now this is actually a fan-made card, and I think the level of like how well it's done shows you how much everybody wants a Cypher EX card. I would try to find a Sizzle, or like a really cool Sizzle full art card, but I couldn't find one anywhere. So Cypher EX will do, and I'm pretty sure like they could then make a Mega Sizzle card, a full art Sizzle card. So maybe that set's coming up in the future, but he's got some really overpowered attacks there I don't think would actually make it into the TCG, such as the 120 damage. I can't see that being an actual one, but the card itself looks phenomenal. Number 8. How are these two badass Pokemon not actually full arts yet? I know they've actually got some EXs behind them, but seriously, like, they're both their brothers. Regigigas and Registeel have full arts, they have EXs, they've been treated so well, they got a massage at the massage parlor, but these two have been left behind, and oh my gosh, this is the potential it could look like. Look at the nice rocky solidness behind this Regirock here. Then the Regice has such an awesome wind tornado behind him. I'm not going to say much, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so no need to worry too much, but it's just fantastic potential that I really doesn't hope to go to waste. Numero 7. It has been since Beta era we have seen this guy been treated really nicely. I mean, they gave him a holo back then, but ever since then it's been like, nah, we'll just sort of leave him in the background, but keep him going in the X and Y sets. I think it's really sad. He deserves an EX. I don't think he quite deserves a full art, even though if they did make him a full art, I could only imagine the incredible artworks they give him. If this is a fan card, imagine what Pokemon would do. It's got some really cool attacks like Psyshock, Cold Reading that I definitely think would be on the actual card, but the whole electricity vibe I get a really nice like feel off, and he's got 2 spoons. He's ready for 2 serves of TCG. He's like, I'm not done with 1 serve. I want to come in this with all my might and have double scoops of chocolate ice cream. We're like, you do it, man. So fingers crossed he does come into the TCG. 3 + 3 = 6. Holy moly flippin' ravioli, guys, this is the card for me. How awesome does the artwork look? He's definitely going to come in the TCG with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire coming out. I can almost guarantee you, if it's not in the first 2 sets, they're going to line him up for a tin release as an EX, but he probably won't be a full art version, but maybe he will, because Blastoise and Charizard were. So, you know, it's still a bit of a toss-up. I can almost guarantee he probably won't be in the Team Plasma like he is in this card, but oh my gosh, that does so well. That does wonders for it, that Team Plasma logo. The whole artwork and construction of this card is fantastic. The way it's outlined in sort of a yellow font, everything pops so well, and the attacks sort of suit him as well. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for that card. Halfway between 10 is 5. Pangoro, Tut Tut. Now Pokemon, if you don't realize, they absolutely love this guy, like hands down. They've given him holos, they've given him promos, and now he's got his own theme deck in Furious Fist. He's probably like the most loved Pokemon there, I reckon, but definitely because he's had so much love recently, I can't ever see him being an EX or a full art card, but this one got sent to me as fan mail once, and I thought the artwork looks so awesome. He looks like such a badass, and if you've actually watched the X and Y cartoons, that's what he comes across. He comes across like a scary monster in that, so I think this represents him really well, but I can't ever see him being full art, but hey, this is a really nice custom card either way. We only got 4 minutes to save the world, everybody! Primal Cards, guys. Have you even thought about the possibilities of Primal Cards? This is probably why it's so high up on my map, just because I was so shocked that I didn't even think about this. Just imagine, because Primal Cards, or Primal Pokemon if you don't know, are the super duper old legendaries in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They are like 10,000 years old, and they are so boss. So the cards would have to be very epic, and I don't think this is exactly what it's going to look like. I got a feeling they might bring half cards back, but I sort of pray they don't, because I didn't like them too much. but I only think they'll be like the gold card. They're going to be extremely hard to get, but when you get them, they're going to be so satisfying. We are definitely going to do Hunt for the Primal whenever it gets released, because I am so excited for that. Leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you reckon a Primal's going to look like? Because I am excited as heck. On the hat trick, everybody, Cypher E X. Now, this is a card that I thought was absolutely fantastic, but did remind me, I really want, like, EVs to come into the play. I think they make great tins, or they'd make great EX promo cards. I could only imagine the sweet artwork. We've had so many holos lately, and they've been given so much love in the past with all the old school EXs, and they had such a large fan base. I think the fan base is kind of dropping a bit, but I reckon if they bring it back and they bring the right amount of oomph with those EX cards, we could have some sick looking evolutions. And just Vivillon just goes to show how amazing, if you put the time and effort to it, it can turn out. Second to last, if you've ever wondered what the biggest success story in a Pokemon actual, like, one individual Pokemon card was, it is either the original base set Holo Charizard or Ancient Mew here. Now, Ancient Mew, everybody I think has it. Every time I ask, like, oh, what's your favorite Pokemon, or what's your most expensive Pokemon card? They're like, Ancient Mew, man, it's worth like 10,000 bucks. Now, it's only worth like $8, but the fact everyone has it and they think it's so rare, it just goes to show this looks like it's a very valuable card. Everybody loves the way it looks. They don't chuck it out because it's a really cool card and it's got Mew on it. So here we got a Vivillon, which, you know, not necessarily I'd want Vivillon on a card, but I think the way they've done this is so incredible, and I want it so much. Like another ancient card, that would blow my mind. I would buy 20 movie tickets to go see that movie if I was just to get that one promo. Bring back the ancient cards, I say. Uno, people, we're on Uno. So, the first ever top 10 is come to an end. This is my #1 product. Let's get a drum roll. It is none other than the one, the only, Mr. Stand Flipping Dizzle. Oh my gosh, I love this card so much. Ever since I got it in a Mailman Monday, I've been staring at it for at least 10 seconds a day, and the rumor is it gives you 80% more good luck when opening boost packs after you stare at this card. So pause the video, have a stare, and the next boost pack you open, just come back and thank Mr. Stanley, because it's all him. This card is incredible. If it's not the attacks, if it's not the incredible artwork, and by the way, he had to shave his moustache off because his wife was getting angry at him, but this, everything about it I'm in love with. Unfortunately, it's gonna hurt me to say this, but I don't think it's gonna come to the actual Pokemon TCG. Oh! It's all good though. What a card this is. Thank you so much. We did it, guys. We got to the end of my very first top 10 video. So, oh my gosh, guys, I'm pretty nervous. Did you like it? Leave a comment in the comment section below. What did you think of it? This is something that's completely different. I don't usually do this. So, I'm really interested to see what you guys think of this series. And if you did like it and you want me to do more, leave a comment. What do you want me to do more top 10s on? It can be literally anything Pokemon based, like movies, TCG, video games. I'm not too fast. Even though they take a little more work, I think like the end result really pays off. And also ask you guys a question: if you could make any Pokemon a full or EX card, what would it be? Make sure you do leave a comment in the comment section below. But most importantly, guys, what do? You tell me. Up to you. Make sure you keep on gaming. See you then, guys.